I mean, I don't care, but that would be up to Maven, I would say. Up to Maven and up to you. But it does look like I have to go, so
All right,
I'm going
cool.
to hop off.
No,
Thanks for letting me commentate.
yeah, no, thanks for being here. It's nice to have somebody else on.
Yeah, and sorry for all of the misinformation, but hey, why not?
That's good. You're learning. You ask questions.
I tried. Just take everything I said with a grain of salt. See you guys later.
Yep. See ya. Alright, so it looks like we are... I should put something to show that Metafire is coming from losers. Getting to game 1 of Grand Finals. Metafire fighting his way up from losers against Maven. Coming out ahead in winners. After some close sets. And they're already vying for control of center stage. Neither are willing to back away into the corner, and that's going to work against Maven. Metafire gets a hit. That was a weird bug, probably some rollback weirdness on the spectator side. Okay, yeah, and Maven's going in, getting some aggressive flower placement. There's now a triangle in screen, coloring in the center. But unfortunately, he doesn't manage to escape the checkmate situation. Alright, we're definitely desynced. I think it's safe to say this is not what they are seeing on screen. So, I know it's hard to commentate this. I'm really just waiting for the next game now, when I know we'll be caught back up. Okay, Maven hits a wide. Doesn't get hit by a basic. Yeah. This is super desynced. Just in case anyone had the stream muted. I have no idea how much of this I can trust. So, how's your day? How have you all been? Long day, sleepy now? Yeah. I don't know. I have some food in front of me. I haven't really been able to eat. That's me. Okay, cool. Maven took game 1. This is good information to have. Whoops. I'm just going to... Okay. Yeah. So, Yeah, as I expected. Good to hear. It was only on the spectator side. Hopefully we shouldn't have any more desynced weirdness in the next few sets. Alright, round start. Maven goes in. Flower? Nah, not quite. Okay, throws something out and then puts the flower down in the center. Just wants Metafire to back off and take some space, but Metafire comes around the flower and gets a hit instead. Now Metafire is kind of trapped along the right wall, trying to box his way out. Waiting for the flower to come down, I think, to see if he can find a gap. Tries to punish the flower placement with a shotgun. And now that basic is going to stop Maven from resetting, from placing that flower again. That flower that was in mid. Gets it anyway, but the invincibility from Jellycat lets Metafire cross the stage. And now he's back on the left side. Jellycat kind of ate away at that gap. Yeah, Metafire is doing a really good job of challenging Maven's flower placements whenever Maven wants to reapply one of the flowers that's fading away. Yep, charges up that Jellycat, kind of stalling it out. That was some screen tearing weirdness that only happens when both players are at the very edges. If only I had an obnoxiously wide screen, that wouldn't have happened. But alas, 16 by 9. Okay, Metafire taking some hits now. It's a relatively even card. Finds a space to hop across. Maven tried to close the gap, but the Jellycat let Metafire escape again. And Metafire is getting attacked by a few too many things now, I feel like. Yeah, the butterfly placements are all over the place vertically. They're kind of diagonally lined up from top left to bottom right. So the timing staggered well. Maven with an aggressive flower placement that Metafire did not manage to dissuade. Round start. Metafire keeping some distance. No round start flower. Maven kind of reading his intent. Oh, and Maven did not back away. So Metafire just threw out a shotgun to cover the space where Maven wanted to be. Another Jellycat to force Maven to finish placing the flower. And unfortunately, doesn't manage to micro those projectiles. Okay, Jellycat goes out. Maven rushes in and gets shotgun for his troubles. But Metafire also taking a hit, trying to use that brief invincibility period to get through. And checkmates Maven. That commentary did not move as fast as that game did. Metafire closed in. Probably taking a break to rest his hands now. Take another moment. Alright, game 2. Stars Turn Reverse. One of the best tracks in the game. Grand Finals. And these two have figured out some counterplay. They're very aggressively moving towards each other. It's turning into kind of a slugfest now. None of that, like, long, drawn-out setup stage nonsense. They're trading hits, I think, faster than I've seen it happen in this matchup so far in bracket. Maven very willing to box, and Metafire very willing to box right back and challenge Maven on his placements. He's been doing it pretty consistently and pretty well. Metafire is looking dominant at the start of this game. He's definitely kind of figured out when Maven wants to place his flowers, and yeah, he found all the gaps in the wide and the pressure there, and managed to close in and throw out a shotgun to catch Maven on the defensive. Lich unable to escape that aggression. And that doggedness, I think, is paying off. Metafire is staying, like, very close to the edge of, like, all the pressure Lich puts out, all the hitboxes. He doesn't want to be against the wall at all. And perhaps went a little too far with that approach, gets hit there. The basic manages to trade, Maven giving him some free invincibility to escape that pressure. And the basic detonation is going to catch Maven there. So, Metafire is now 2 games up against Maven's 1. It is very likely that we'll see a Grand Finals reset, and Metafire is already playing the mind games. He's playing some rock, paper, scissors, shotgun. Rock, paper, shotgun? I don't remember the joke. Anyway. They're playing an entirely different game now. The layers are building. The mind games are starting before the timer even begins to count down. I remembered to close the chat. We're all learning new things. We'll see if Maven can adapt as well and turn this around. Or if Metafire will walk away with the Grand Finals reset. And a potential tournament win, the first for a depth. But I guess it would be first for either of these characters, and Maven's showing that he wants it. Getting 2 hits on Metafire as Metafire tries to approach. Lich got outboxed there with a shotgun, I think? Perhaps it was a wide. I think it was a shotgun, though. And gets hit again. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was, like, the later hits were specifically Maven figuring something out, or Metafire miscalculating, but either way, Metafire gets hit and Maven takes it. Maybe there's some different butterfly placement over there that I didn't pick up on, but either way, Maven gets a hit, just glides past Metafire's pressure, and throws out some wides to dissuade Metafire from chasing after him. Deletes that basic, stops it in its tracks. Oh. Uncomfortably close checkmate situation, but not inescapable there. Not quite checkmate. That was just a check. And Maven is determined to keep it that way. He's trying to maneuver around these basics as quickly as possible. Metafire has been denied enough space, enough control over the stage, that it's viable for even Lich to just run around the stage as she wants. And, Metafire is trapped in the corner here. This looks really bad. This is just about unescapable. And that's going to be the round and the game for Maven. Maven is determined to put an end to this tournament here and now with a win for Lich in Grand Finals. which would stop us at about 3 hours past when we started. Metafire is blown away, unable to comprehend how Maven solved the puzzle presented. Oh, did I get ejected? It's getting down to the wire. Oh, Metafire has something to say. Ooh, mixing it up. Announcing he's going to open up with paper instead of scissors. I mean wide instead of shotgun. Are we going to go to Spell Awakened? Whoa. Oh. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I have the rainbows. I don't know how many of the visual effects I have on, so this will either be very distracting or it'll be okay. We'll find out. It may not be what the players see, but what we all see is Maven getting 2 hits on Metafire immediately. Metafire trying to find a gap, wasn't quite confident he could cross over, so turned around at the last second and is now trying to kind of box out. That Jellycat maybe going a little bit to waste. Didn't manage to find a hit, but that shotgun after the basic to keep Maven in the top is going to work out. That close range basic, Maven got a little too close for comfort over there, like a moth to a flame, like a lich. You know, the first pun is enough, that's fine. I don't need to explain it. But anyway, Maven on last stock for this round. 3 butterflies, kind of 3 butterflies between Metafire and Maven, protecting Maven while he set up that flower in the middle at the bottom. A wall of butterflies is always nice to see, very intimidating. Kind of hard to push past through. But push past it he has. Metafire crossing over to the right side. The flower's going down. Will Maven be able to reapply it? Metafire says not without a cost. Manages to take back his turn and... Ooh, round start. Round start shotgun beats the not quite round start flower. Maven waited a little too long, I think. Unless there's something to the interaction I'm missing. That bottom butterfly is covered by that... was covered by something, and it was really distracting. Maven getting a giant flower. That was more than he should have ever gotten. Will Metafire use this invincibility to run away? No, he's gonna... Okay, he's gonna flee to the top right, but messes up the spacing. Yeah. Now he's gotta try to buy as much time as possible for the flower cooldown to run out to get that space back. And unfortunately, was not able to challenge in time and got caught in the corner. Ooh, alright, we're seeing all the visual effects. The rainbow, the whole spectrum. Seizure warning, I guess? I don't know. If it's not flashing, it's just... No. Anyway, Maven charges the flower. Middle center. And Metafire is completely closed off. Can only play the game in half the screen now. Okay, the flower goes down. Nope, never mind. I misread that. It was the background. Metafire. Ooh, catches Maven there. But the Jellycat's out now. So Metafire's running low on options, but that's fine. Catches Lich for the shotgun. Squeezes through the gaps in the wide. And is now kind of trapped in the corner. That butterfly placement is going to spell trouble for Metafire. But is managing to stay afloat. Keeps Maven away with the butterflies to prevent Maven from continuing to put on pressure. They're now... This is some tight pressure. They're both in each other's faces. Maven came away clean from that exchange. continues to pour on pressure from a distance. Metafire tries to get a hit and does. Maven now on their last hit. They have a lot set up, but they do need 3 hits on Metafire in order to close it out. And, you know, Lich is not the only one who can bully people out of space. But it may be okay. Metafire has some space to work with. Does manage to keep Maven from doing that. The shotgun punish doesn't catch Maven either, so he's going to eat this pressure. But Maven got caught by the basic detonation. And Metafire takes the set. 3-2. Metafire is playing extremely well there. There's some maniacal cackling going on there. So I've got to update this overlay now, huh? We're all holding L's. Nobody's in winners anymore. This is the grand finals reset. We're all in our tournament set. Yeah, Metafire is gonna take a minute, understandably so. Ooh, switching it up from Spell Awakened. None of that nonsense. We're going to the stars. We're seeing the stars turn reverse, and we'll see if Maven can reverse the momentum. Going into Game 1 of Grand Finals 2, or the Grand Finals reset. What'll it be at round start? Maven staying relatively stationary. Flower, flower. Flower, a basic coming out from Maven, followed by a shotgun, none of which connect. Metafire kind of goes out a bit, but his own visual noise got to him. He got stabbed in the back by a butterfly, and it happened again. Alright, cat, basic. Maven squeeze between them. Came in just to pop in another wide and place another butterfly. But Metafire caught Maven kind of lurking at the edge of his range and punished him for it. Another good flower placement. Coming over to the right side, you know, may not have worked in Metafire's favor. That onslaught of bullets. It's really hard for him to deal with. Oh, squeezes past on top though. That was probably a good choice overall, I'd say. He has much more screen to work with, even though Lich managed to get a pretty big flower. It's not going to help Maven as much placed over there. But Metafire gets tagged. The existing pressure was too much for him at this stage. There's definitely probably a part of both these players that are mentally exhausted at this point in the bracket. And it's going to be potentially harder for them to deal with certain kinds of pressure, keep track of everything. The mental stacks are a little unsteady. But it's certainly not showing yet. Metafire is doing a good job of weaving through this pressure. He's kind of gotten into the groove and gets a hit off on Maven with the Jellycat. Gets tagged right after, but you know, it counts. Basic detonation doesn't quite get Maven there. Maven's lurking in the bottom left, trying to close in, but staying cognizant of that shotgun. The Jellycat and Flower cancel each other out. Metafire gets hit there. Okay. And did Maven get shotgun there? Maven got hit by something. There were a lot of circles there. 3 of them, in fact. There was Basic, there was Death Basic, there was Jellycat, and there was Flower. Anyway, a lot's happened. Round start. Alright, Maven wins the round start shootout. But Metafire tags him right back, and we're back to an even game. One card each. Oh, that close-up direct shot from Lich just barely whiffs his Metafire. Darts past him. Metafire's up a hit now. Alright, there's a small gap in the center that Metafire does manage to squeeze through. I was very skeptical. But no, going up close and personal did not favor Maven there. Instead, Metafire was the one who comes out on top for game 1. Alright, round start. Flower basic, shotgun again from Metafire. Doesn't catch him this time, but the basic will again. Maven lurking a little too close. Not quite checkmated there. Just a check. Not a big deal. That shotgun reaching far, forcing Maven to back off. And Metafire continues with the pressure. But Maven still gets a flower and then opts to go right in. Place another wide. It's really interesting to see what Maven chooses to do after a flower placement. I see a lot of the time, like, the answer Maven finds is just go in. Alright. Metafire is really trapped against a wall, almost in the corner here. As all of these staggered bullets having on a relatively consistent basis. Okay, but uses the hit invincibility and the Jellycat to get through. This open field on the left side now. Alright, kind of forces Maven to back off. Now he just has 3 butterflies to deal with, which is, when spaced out like that, not as bad, but Maven gets the wide placement, which adds to that, and places the 4th butterfly in the middle. One of them fades away, and Metafire gets a hit, so this could be where he turns it around. And shotgun to Maven's face. Alright, Metafire stays still a bit. I like it. Alright, round start shenanigans. Nobody came out quite ahead there. Relatively tame. Maven got checkmated there, though. And it looks like Metafire is looking to make it happen again. But the flower placement, you know, saves Maven, just barely. The basic detonation did not go far enough to checkmate Maven, and Metafire got hit anyway. So it didn't quite work out there. But I like the idea. Whew. Okay, both these players are so willing to, like, dip into melee range. It's really showing now. Yeah, the basic, I think? Was that a basic or a wide? Well, either way, I think that was a wide that got Maven that time. Maven's getting tagged by a few things here and there now. The basic, the slow moving wides on basic side is working well. It's like Maven Death borrowed the tiniest bit from Lich's pressure to get that slow moving bullet going across the screen as well. Maven getting aggressive. flower. Okay. Okay, manages to escape the corner. I'm getting tired as well. Oh boy. Alright, 2 flowers on the right side. Metafire still has a lot of room to run around and is going to try to keep that space for as long as possible. 1 flower goes down, but Metafire gets tagged by the basic. Miscalculates where he was safe to stop to throw out more bullets. Ooh, lost that shootout. The butterfly caught him with the first shot. Okay. Opted not to follow the Jellycat. Threw out a shotgun, and the slowed movement speed, you know, got him shot by the butterfly. Okay. Hops the micro a bit. Jellycat, shotgun. Really doesn't want to give Maven room to place another flower or run in and place more wides and basics and butterflies. Alright. Waited for the flower to run out, and Metafire went in and got the hit. That was so good! Metafire managed to hug Lich, avoid her pressure, and tag Maven with a wide. Another well-placed shotgun. This Metafire can tell Maven is still willing to play it close up and is punishing him for it every time, and Metafire will take it. 2-1 so far. Or 2-0 so far. Will he win bracket with a 3-0? Could be. Metafire requesting Spell Awakened again. You know, this could be Metafire's stage. You guys keep getting Grand Finals resets. This is probably part of the reason these run on so long. It happened the first Spellberta. It happened the second Spellberta. And it's happened this Spellberta. Yeah, we've never had a Spellberta bracket where there hasn't been a bracket reset. That's something. Still taking some time. Recuperate, stretch, hands, rest. Alright, Metafire affirming and reaffirming. They are ready. A slew of lowercase OKs versus 1 capital OK from Maven. I'm not sure how that matchup goes. Well, we'll see how this matchup goes. So far, Metafire has all the momentum coming to this Grand Finals reset. Well, he managed to take it. Alright, round starts shotgun versus flower. The flower wins out, and they're stuck in neutral now. Stuck in neutral. They go to neutral. They're both kind of boxing around the center stage, neither wanting to give it up first, but Maven slowly pushes Metafire out. But Maven also goes in a little. Metafire tries to get a hit, but is unable to quite clinch it. The micro spacing was a little off. It didn't manage to squeeze past the wide. Did manage to clip Maven that time, though. Oh, they're both playing the long-range game. Okay. The basic is going out slowly. There's the threat of that detonation. And one of the shots from before takes it. I think that was a butterfly shot. Okay, round start flower, basic, shotgun. Yep. We've seen that pattern time and time again. Oh my goodness, Maven avoided so many close range options. I thought he made it out, but not quite. Forgot to carry the one. Depth now, trying to squeeze out. Made a miscalculation there. It's going to give Maven a chance to place another flower center stage. The shotgun's coming a little late, but forcing Maven to back off and giving Metafire some room to breathe. Throws another shotgun. One flower's off. Will Maven manage to place another one? Yep. And it's going to... that got big. Alright. So there's now 3 butterflies at different heights, and Maven kind of running in, but not too aggressively. Managed to just barely skirt the edge of where those shotguns is going to hit. The walls are closing in, and it's looking pretty bad for Metafire. But managed to make it across the screen thanks to the Jellycat and get a hit on Maven. Now he just needs 2 more to get this round. Will he manage to do it? So many things filling the screen. I think Maven reapplying the wide there actually saved Metafire, but not for long. And Maven is going to take that game. It's asking for the score. 2-1 to Metafire. Yep, looks like Metafire wants to spread love and rainbows and pride. We're going to be looking at Spell Awaken for the rest of this bracket, which could be anywhere from 1 to 2 more games, I guess. We're less than 2. We're 1 or 2 games away from the end of Spellberta 3, which is looking to run 4 hours again. Ugh. To be fair, most of that was top 8, so at least it's late for different reasons. Still something to think about. But anyway, getting into the game, round start, not much going on. They both managed to avoid taking any damage. Vying for control of center stage. Maven kind of got it, but hasn't pushed Metafire too far back. Flower's gonna go down. Yeah, I'm not sure about that early detonation on the basic there. And gets tagged by Butterfly. Okay. Jellycat going out. Alright. And Metafire tried to use basic and shotgun to force a hit on Maven. Instead gets a hit with the wide, punishing Maven for daring to invade this small stretch of space that Metafire is calling home in this matchup. Alright. Metafire kind of throwing stuff out from his corner. That detonation is not quite going to catch Maven. I would have liked to see him maybe hold on to that a little longer. And try to get a full checkmate situation. But oh well, what can you do? It was a hard call to make. Made a choice to keep it up to reapply pressure. Immediately throws out another basic. As soon as the flower goes down, he knows this is his chance to get a hit that Lich can't just flower out of. But Lich manages to get another one. Jellycat, basic, shotgun. Lich is too far away. She's going to have plenty of room to avoid this. And there's so much pressure coming out, pouring onto Metafire into the corner. And in the end, it's going to be Maven flying out with the basic, catching Metafire in the face to take that card. Alright, basic Jellycat. Maven used the opportunity to close. Metafire used that opportunity to close in and get a hit on Maven before backing away. Punishes Maven, who didn't quite pop that flower in time. That's a phrase I'm never gonna use again. Drops another flower. Okay. That basically is gonna cover the space that Maven would have wanted to run into to place another flower. Maven's gonna take the opportunity to kind of come in, but is, you know, whatever the pressure Metafire is applying is working. Maven is having trouble finding spots to come in and place flowers and butterflies. Metafire has been given plenty of room to work with, and Maven, in trying to change that, is instead taking a hit, which means Metafire is taking this to what could potentially be the last card of this game, if Metafire can take it. Jellycat, alright, that flower got pretty big, but it is in the opposite corner from Metafire, so it's not going to hurt too hard. This is where the real vying for control kind of happens. Alright, they're both kind of fighting. Neither of them are going to the bottom. They're like, no, who wants to go there? Okay. Metafire is going to go there. Throw out a Jellycat, and the basic detonation is going to catch Maven. Trying to do things that aren't flower. Alright. Places the Jellycat. And the basic detonation, again catching Maven. I mean, I feel like I'm missing these basic detonations as well because I'm like staring at Metafire's corner of the screen. But anyway, Metafire gets hit that time, but is looking pretty solid. This could be... Maven is sitting on tournament point. Tournament stop. I think that's how it works. And that'll be it. Metafire takes it 3-1 over Maven in the Grand Finals reset. Here is your new Spellberta 3 champion, Metafire. That was an amazing match. Almost went to game 5 again, but you know, game 4 after reset. Close enough. Alright, so it looks like this will be a first. We'll actually get a proper winner's interview on voice. Whew. But yeah, that's it. A monster finally won a tournament. Depth finally won a tournament. The Depth Secret Twitter can quote this. You know, can put this on our wall. I bet the Depth Twitter is gonna go crazy. Alright, I'm going to... Whoops. I just invited someone to a random server. That was a misclick. Yeah, ignore that invite, whoever just got an invite. Alright. Hello, Metafire.
Hello.
So, congratulations. You've finally won a Spellberta tournament.
I finally won a tournament at all.
Yeah, I guess this was your first one, huh?
Yeah. I'm really lucky that people like Zale and Ainverse don't come to these.
Yeah, maybe a little. But no, you played your heart out. Those are some really solid grand final sets. That
Oh
game.
yeah, that was those were good. That was I play Maven a lot, and that was extra good. We actually played right before the tournament. And,
Oh really?
I won a whole bunch, and then I was saying that it feels like I either like I always talk about the butterfly groove because I feel like anytime I sit down to play Maiden and Spell, either I'm going to be able to dodge butterflies or I'm not, and it's going to be the same for every game. Sometimes I have the butterfly groove, sometimes I don't.
Butterfly groove. I like it. Did you have anything in particular you kind of started to do it in grand finals or changed up during grand finals? Those two sets?
A little bit. No, actually. I mean, not really. Just kind of... There was adaptations, but there wasn't really anything super conscious about them.
Right.
I realized there were some... I kind of deliberately realized there was more opportunities to... make, like, vertical walls. In some situations where making horizontal... Like I always try to go for the horizontal walls so much that I think for a little bit there Maven wasn't prepared for some of the vertical walls I came out with after, because I usually miss those opportunities, I think.
Yeah, I definitely expect the horizontal walls playing you. Whew.
I also near the end, like in like the last game or two, started spamming wides even more, which I know he hates and always complains about. So I remembered, hey, wait a minute, Maven hates these.
Unreactable wides.
Yeah.
Gotta pick those high latency strats. Alright.
Maven is among, like, possibly the person I have played this game with the most, up there with Roxy and Frelon, I think.
Okay. So there's a lot of history before this grand finals.
Yeah, and before I played with him, he apparently played with Zim, like, a ton, who was, at the time that he played the game, even better at depth than I am.
Ooh, okay.
And so when I... yeah, Maven is quite the depth destroyer generally, but but the thing is, when two people play against each other this much, everything's gonna bend closer towards even.
Right.
As you both learn each other's playstyles.
Yeah, unless there's like a huge disparity. Yeah, both of you kind of pick up on each other's habits. Well, yeah. Is there anything in particular you think helped you this bracket? Anyone you'd like to thank?
Well, in the text, I already thanked Airvent for constantly cheering me on and always like pushing for that depth turn win.
Yeah, you guys finally got one. The Twitter's gonna go off.
I'd like to thank Maven for training me so much against himself. But Maven's great, really.
Any words
Yeah,
for the fans?
I mean, everybody. This community's freaking great. There's like nobody I don't like in this community. They're all super great.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
And Frelon, of course, for immediately cheering for me as soon as Twitch chat opened up, basically.
Beautiful. All right. Any words you'd like to say to the people before we close this out? We've been on here a while. You've earned it.
Nope. Got nothing.
All right. Well, the results speak for themselves. Thank you for entering this tournament and winning. It's been a pleasure having you. Is Awakening the Maiden happening this Sunday?
I believe it is.
I believe it is. Well, if you're entering that or whatever, good luck in future brackets.
I intend to, unless my thumb is totally broken from this, which I'm hoping it's not.
Yeah. I wish you good health.
But if it is, it was worth it.
Well, you're the one who decides what's worth what. All right. Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, and thanks for running these.
My pleasure. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Good night, everybody.
Ooh. All right. So, future tournaments. Special this week. I think there's a Pacific Northwest, like a PNW training event for Maiden and Spell on Thursday in like 2 days. It's region restricted. I'm not hosting that one at all, but I'm entering it, and I'll probably be streaming my matches in there. From the number of entrants, it's looking like it'll be a round robin right now. So, if that interests anyone, hop on in 2 days. It's like about the same time Spellberta starts, but just like 2 days afterwards, if that helps you. Plus or minus an hour. Yeah. I'll post more about it in the Discord. And aside from that, Awakening the Maiden, if it comes back this weekend on Sunday, it'll be another one to look out for. So those will be future tournaments. We're also getting close to the weekend of Quarterly Rapport, the big, huge net play tournament series for like every competitive game under the sun that has net play. Whether rollback or delayed base, it's all there. So, Maiden and Spell will be happening that weekend as well, and I think I'll be entering that one as well. I'll be happy to participate as a player more so. But, before that happens, we'll be back next week with the 4th week of Spellberta. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a wonderful night.